Hello and welcome to the interview with Dirk Boer. Can you introduce yourself, please?
Hi, my name is Dirk Boer, living in the city of Den Bosch, working as an urban sports coach in the township of Tilburg for almost a year now.
Okay, then can we start with the questions from the interview? Have I got your permission to record this?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, nice. Let's start with the first question. Can you explain what your company is doing?
My company is, the township of Tilburg is very large, of course, but we are a small unit in the sports sector of the township. What we do is we work with the youth in Tilburg. We try to stimulate them to a positive and active leisure time through sports. Yeah.
Okay. How is the structure in your company?
The structure.
Yeah.
Well, in our unit, we are one team. We have one team leader. He is the coordinator of the whole boot sport coach project.
Okay.
And he also has some team leaders, and it's just.
Okay. So, what is your work? Is you a part of the team?
Yeah, I'm a very executive in my job. We are a team of I think 12 people, and Tilburg is separated in different parts, and in every part there are two coaches like myself are working there. So in every part there are two coaches that try in that particular part in the city try to stimulate the youth there. So everyone has their own part in the township.
Okay, people come to your activities, you organize activities. What kind of activities do you organize?
Very much.
Certain activities.
Yeah, we do. We try to stimulate them through sports, and we do activities that got to do something with communication or working together, and to try to improve their behavior. So not only in our activities, but also they show that behavior on the street and on school and at home. So we do a lot of the most easy activities that we do are simple football activities. So we rent the gym. The youth are coming in. They just can play football under our supervision, so that they won't hanging on the streets. We try to have them in our sight, so they won't. How do you say this? They won't acting in the criminal circuits.
But you were talking about their behavior, but what kind of age are they?
They're all between the ages of 10 till 23, but our activities are all separated in different age classes. So we have mostly 10 till 14, 14 till 18, and 18 plus groups.
Trying to improve their behavior, but do you see things that their behavior isn't good before?
Not with all, of course, but there are stories of children like 12, 13 years. They're running, trying to steal scooters and that kind of stuff, and that is what we try to prevent. We are trying to get them from the street to our activities, try to teach them some good behaviors through sports, so they won't participate in those.
Okay, I think that's clear. That everything you do is to improve their behavior. So how is your way to get you to this job?
During my study, I studied sports and physics education. When I started that study, I really want to be a lifestyle coach or personal trainer, that kind of stuff. But actually, during internships, I found out that I really liked working with projects and with more people than just one. So that's what my vision was changed during my study. And when I was done studying, I had this good view of what I wanted to do. So I really focused on getting that kind of job that I wanted. And finally, there are not many job offers in this industry, so I was looking for a job for over a year, I think, but really focused on what I wanted to do. And finally I got a job offer where they were hiring two people instead of one, and that was my lucky shot, I think. So that they hired somebody that had a lot of experience, and they wanted to give a starter a chance, and that starter was me.
Okay.
So that way I entered.
So you changed your thoughts in your study. Now after you are done with your study, you passed. Do you think you wanted to do another study?
I thought about that, but I just really wanted to work, and school was never really my thing.
Mm-hmm.
And during my study, well, the internships were the parts that I liked most about it. So to be active in the work field. So when I passed my study, I couldn't wait to get in that work field. So, and when I want to do another study, there's always possibilities to do so.
Is your work field really related to the job you now have?
Yeah, sure. Yeah, of course.
It's a broad study then.
Yeah. Well, my study, when you pass, you can go very many different routes.
Did you doubt about doing another job then?
No. That was because when I passed, I had this clear vision in my mind and this is what I want to do. So I really focused on seeking a job that was really what I had in mind. So I really didn't look any further than that.
Did you have another job before you did it?
Yeah, when I passed, I worked in a gym, basic fit, but it wasn't very hard work. It was really simple. It was really simple. Just simple,
not challenging.
Not challenging.
So that important for you to
be challenged. Yeah, kind of, because at basic fit I got bored really fast. Actually, I just want to learn while I'm working, and working with this youth is really challenging because youth are mostly with a migration background. They come from countries like Somalia or Syria, Eritrea, Morocco, and Turkey, and some of them have actually some war backgrounds, so that it's pretty heavy, and it's really difficult for them to adapt in this society in the Netherlands. And their parents are not really financially stable, to say so. So they are bored a lot of time, and that's the reason why they hang on the streets and they participate in those criminal activities, because they want to show to each other how tough they are, And what we do is, so it's really challenging to reach to the youth, but also to get them in your side and win their trust.
Okay.
That is the really challenging thing about my work.
So you reach people in Tilburg. We have a theory in leisure. It means the radius of action. That's the company of the people wanting to travel for certain activities, for certain leisure activities. So how are you approaching the children? So in what way are there separate groups or sites in the city? Or
well, like I said, we work in different parts in the city. In the Netherlands, we call it stadsdelen. And we do that so that the activities that we do, that the children don't have really very much far to travel to our activities.
Yeah.
But we also have activities that are covered by the whole city, like some football tournaments or stuff like that. We hire a big gym hall, and then the children need to come with car or so. But we mainly focus on the parts in the city mainly.
Okay, but it is important because they don't have much money, so that it's close by the activities.
Yeah.
That's because they're financial.
We always try to organize our activities as close by as we can, and the parts of the boroughs, I think it's called, aren't that big that children from 10 years old can, with bike get there in every borough.
Okay, let's go to another question. What are the good and the bad experience you have in your work? Let's start with a good experience.
Well, the good experience, of course, are the pleasure that the children have during their activities, their laughs, and they really enjoying it. Most we do is, of course, we try to make it fun, or otherwise they won't come, you know. So, and also the good things is when you know you reach them, and you see the change that they made during a period of time. But there are also some teenagers that still, all while they are in your sight, they still make the wrong choices or hang with the wrong people, and
Okay, so
get in touch with police and stuff.
So the good thing, it's called achievement motivation. It's called in the theory. So you like your work because you are achieving things. You get recognition from the children and the family. Okay.
Yeah, that's exactly it.
And what are the things you can improve with? What do you think you can improve yourself in?
Yeah, well, maybe it sounds maybe very cliche, but the people I'm working with are mostly, like I said, people from other countries and the colored people. And me, as a young white guy, and I'm kind of big, I'm kind of intimidating to them. So when I just started, they really had a lot of time needing for, to acknowledge me really in their group and society, because they saw me as a kind of an outsider, to say so. So that was a really challenging thing for me in the beginning. But I learned that the more time you spend with them and just being yourself and don't act intimidating, they come to trust you.
Did you improve in the last?
Yeah. I was really challenged by how do I approach these people, and while doing, of course, you learn how to do that, and I'm still learning it every day. I'm nowhere close to really being in that society, and so I'm still learning every day how to reach them, but it's getting better and better. So.
Okay, how does a regular workday for you look like?
My days are really split up in two halves. One half is the administration and the meetings with the stakeholders, and the other half is the activities. So mostly in the morning and in midday we have those meetings, and you have to prepare for the activities that you are going to do later the day, because the youth also, they go to school, and when they get out of school, then it's the time for the activities. So it's mostly at the end of midday, beginning of the evening, that we do the activities. So it's not a regular 9 till 5 work day. You have to be very flexible in our work. So mostly a regular day, I think, starts for me at 10:30 until maybe 8 or 9:30, maybe sometimes even later than 10.
Do you rather flexible jobs than 9 to 5 jobs?
That's difficult. I have no. It's not that I find it hard to be so flexible, because I have the time and the space to do so. But the 9 till 5 mentality, that gives some structure in your life, of course. So that is something I'm struggling sometimes with. But until now, it goes fine.
Do you think this will become a problem on certain moments? Maybe a private situation?
I work now 3 days in a week, but maybe if I work 5 days a week with this job, then I have 5 days of really different structured days. So maybe then it will be kind of harder. But with 3 days now, it's good. But I want to work some more, but I'm not sure if I would just want to do this more. Maybe I find something else.
Maybe you have 2 jobs.
Yeah, well, maybe maybe not, but within the township of Tilburg, the company, you have very broad things that you can do. This boot sport, what I'm doing is just one little part of the whole organization. So maybe in another unit,
so there are
other things, other projects, or
there's a lot of growth opportunities in your company. Do you want this in a few years?
I just want, what I do now, I really want to do for a few years, because I'm learning now. This is the base of the work, and I am really executive in my work, but I just, maybe over, let's say 10 years, I want to be a little bit more coordinating in my job. But to do so, you have to know what it's like in the work field, and that's where I am now. So I just want to learn as much as possible before I will make a next step in that. But the opportunities are really there. The company is so big. There are a lot of projects, and Buurtsport is focusing on the youth, but we have also projects for elderly people, people with disabilities, or all kinds of things.
Okay, are there some more career goals you have?
Well, eventually I want to be a little bit more coordinating and less executive, but nothing on my mind now that I have a vision of what I really want to do in the future. For now, it's good, and I'll see where I'm heading.
That's still open.
Yeah.
What you want to do,
Yeah.
but do you want to stay in Tilburg in the same company for like?
Well, maybe when there's a good offer in Den Bosch, and I'll maybe would be pleased to go there, because well, it's my hometown. You know how great it will be to work in your own hometown. But well, Tilburg is really close, and there's not much of an effort to get there, so it's not really necessary to say so.
Okay, why did you choose to do this kind of work? Are there some norms and values? Because you thought there you teach people to have a good behavior and to improve themselves. Is that something in your norms and values to help people, or is that a certain goal in life you have?
And well, during high school, I always wanted two things. I wanted to work with people, and I wanted to do something with sports. That were my main goals when I went to study to college. And during my college, during internships and the things that I had to do for my study, I found out myself that the values that I valued so much, and that was indeed helping people. And in this case, you know, you just can help people who are mostly incapable of helping themselves, because their environment is not built to help them. So, and we are a small part of the change that they are making, and I think that's really great, and I value that very much.
Okay, so you started with a job and you don't know what to do, and you try to help people, use children. I think that's a good thing, and I think we can round off this interview. I really want to thank you. I hope you enjoyed it. Do you have any questions?
No, I enjoyed it as well.
Okay.
I wish you good luck.